What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. We have a little bit of a soggy day today, unfortunately, but it should give us an opportunity to knock out some stuff that we need to do for tomorrow, which is putting Liam on the dyno on the new fuel setup. Before we get started on that though, do me a huge favor and click the like button or smash the like button or tickle it, massage it, whatever the heck you want to do to that like button. Please do something to it. And if you want to help out even more, click the join button down below. There's a couple different levels of membership. The lowest, you get channel badge and access to emotes in chat, so you can do little Liams and little turbo symbols out there. To let everybody know that you're a member of the channel. Middle level, everybody in that one gets access to videos early, and the highest level, you actually get completely exclusive content. So videos that nobody else is going to be able to see unless you're a member. We just actually put one out the other day. Here's a little teaser of that. Check it out. And that's the type of videos that you get access to when you're a full member. So there's a couple different price ranges. Just go ahead and click on that button and it'll describe all of the perks for each of the levels. And it helps us out a ton, and we want to continue to give you some good content, and that's probably the most direct way to really help us out. All that stuff out of the way, we're gonna go ahead, and the truck is in the trailer right now, so we're gonna start the generator up and do as much as we can in there because it's literally pouring. Hopefully we get a little bit of gap in rain, and we can hopefully get it to the garage, and then we're gonna have to switch the injectors because our main goal today is to get it ready for the dyno tomorrow. So a couple things that we have to do. Right now it's still on pump gas, so I want to get it on version 6. So we're gonna update the ECU, update the dash, and there's a couple features in version 6 that I want to go through that are going to be really helpful, both to, you know, my truck and other cars in the future. And then second, we got to take it and fill it up with methanol. So that tank that's gonna have methanol in it in the future doesn't have anything in it, haven't had anything in it so far, so I don't know if it leaks. So I'm gonna snug up those fittings a little bit and fill it up. If all is well, we'll change the tune so that it starts up and runs and everything. We'll drive as much as we can. If we get a break in weather, I'll go drive it around on the methanol to see if I can get some different loads in there. And then once we're sure that we've already put fuel in both fuel systems, you know, it's new tanks, so I don't know if there's any debris in there. We're gonna check the fuel filters, clean them out, or if they all look good, slap them back in, and then put the new injectors in there. And then we'll have to make some calibration changes again to make sure that it's ready to go on the dyno. And then we'll do the majority of our tuning on the dyno tomorrow, but today is basically just prepping all that stuff. If there's time, which I doubt there's gonna be, we gotta go to dinner tonight, and that's gonna stop us a little bit early, but if there's time, I want to change some suspension things that I've identified a little bit of a problem. Our pinion angle is way off. I don't know if I accidentally did it last time I did a bar change, but I got to straighten that out. And I'm also going to make a ride height adjustment because we're starting to want to do a little bit more no prep and street stuff. So I want to cater it to that. So we're going to try a little something out, but yeah, we'll get started on it right now. All right, so we're in the trailer. Oh, trying to crawl around here. So we just got this started. It's the version 6 update. I mean, I think the previous updates usually take about 15 minutes. Yeah, we just have to wait basically for that to get all the way through, but I'm always terrified during these firmware upgrades because I don't want like the computer to turn off. So I've got it plugged in. The screen's not supposed to turn off, but I still get super scared and have to like touch the computer every now and then to make sure that nothing happens. She takes selfies.
I hardly take selfies.
You take lots of selfies.
No, I don't.
I mean, based on what they see.
I don't take a lot of selfies.
Wait. Yeah, I want to look at your phone.
You can look at my phone.
There's boatloads of selfies.
No, there's not.
Yeah.
No, there's not.
They're all pretty ones, though.
There's not boatloads of selfies.
Anyway.
I know. Maybe today.
Yeah. Well, every day.
Well, that's debatable.
So hopefully that finishes up soon and doesn't brick the ECU completely, because I mean, I'm always a little bit worried about doing firmware upgrades.
Let me turn the key off.
No, don't touch the key.
Turn it off, you say?
No. So yeah, hopefully everything goes well with that and we get to use the new features. And then the biggest thing, right, not the biggest thing, the software is the biggest thing, but an additional thing that I'm going to try to upgrade is the dash. For the longest time, I haven't been able to upgrade that dash. It's on the oldest firmware that is out. Like it doesn't even make changes on the dash itself. Like I couldn't get it to upgrade to the next software, and I didn't want to go up to like the version 5 stuff. So it's been on old firmware this whole time. So hopefully the packet or the firmware upgrade that came with the version 6, hopefully it successfully upgrades into this dash, and then I can make changes. So that'll be a lot better. If I don't have my laptop with me, it's always nice to just be able to tap through the menus there and do something. So in the meantime, we're going to take a look at a little leak in our trailer and see if we can figure that out. So we got the ECU software all fixed up. It's successfully updated, and now we're going to do the dash. I have the firmware in this little USB here, and I did exactly what the instructions said. I put both of the files in there. It says it automatically chooses which one is appropriate, and I plugged it in when the ECU or when the key was off. So it says once you have that in there, just go ahead and key it on, and it'll automatically do its update, and we should get a little message down there that says that it's done. So let's try that. And once again, I didn't see anything. So if it says, or it says that if you don't see anything, that you can go to the menu and kind of force the update. So let's give that a try. Okay, update firmware. Boop. Once the update process completes, the unit will restart with the new firmware. Okay. Updating software, please wait. Currently waiting. I wonder if this is going to completely erase all of the pages that I had created. Oh man. I feel like we got an update because I've never seen that button work before. Oh, never mind. My about button is gone and it says tuning, so I think we're good. Alright, let me restart the key. Pull this out. I need my other hand. Okay. Plug the draggy back in. Don't make fun of my sweet mounting setup. I got everything from electrical tape to Velcro to duct tape. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, the good news is, let's see. Yep, still got my switches, so that's good. And now we have a tuning button. Holy shit. So this is what I've been missing this whole time, is the tuning tab. Like that's what I hated so much about the fact that I couldn't get it upgraded from the very first version 4 software. Because I can now go into all my tuning. I know this is like old to everybody else, but this is sadly new to me. So if I'm sitting there in the pits and I see, you know, something drastically changes about the lane that I'm, you know, going in, or if, for example, if we're doing like no trailer races and I've got to, I got a tune up in there for a certain road and something happens and we have to change roads. And so I got to drive it to the next road and we got to go quick. Like I'm not going to have time to break out the laptop and make a change. I can just go into the dash while I'm sitting there waiting for my turn and make a change. So this is going to be very, very useful. Yeah, I got all of my normal switches in here for burnout rev limit and my 3-step tables, and I got all of the other ones. Looks like all the changes came through. So yeah, awesome, successful upgrade. So now we got to fill it up with methanol, start it up on methanol on the current injectors, make sure everything that's going to flow through, any debris in the new system is going to go through the current injectors, which are the old 160s. And then we'll have to put the new injectors in and then start it back up and make the appropriate changes. And then we should be pretty much dyno ready. I wish I could have, you know, been able to drive it around, but the weather is just absolute crap today. So we're gonna have to do more on the dyno than I usually like to do. I like to drive it around and get it, you know, partial throttle, maybe even some low boost stuff, you know, just driving it around. That way all I have to do is just hit the crap out of it on the dyno. But weather didn't cooperate. So So yeah, we'll fire it up now and I'll drive it into the shop. The GoPro kept dying in like 10 minutes on each battery. I don't know what's going on with that thing. So I had to go back to the old faithful. So hopefully the picture and sound and everything is okay. All right, so I got the fuel system swapped over to the rear tank. So I filled that up with methanol, checked for leaks, everything is good there. And then I switched the lines. So if you see, the main rig that we got here is that I'm using, this is the normal return line right here. I made an extension basically to go to the rear tank. So normally this is right here when it's running from this tank, and I'm just gonna leave this kind of hanging right here. And whenever we want to swap to the methanol tank, we just put it here. The reason why I didn't mind doing this weird little, like, 90 there and then 90 back is because I think we'll be returning a lot less fuel, theoretically, on the methanol. We're going to be consuming a ton more of it, so that regulator's not going to be taxed so hard in trying to return, boatloads of fuel from these multiple pumps. So, I think we'll be okay. I don't think we're going to run into where we start not being able to control fuel pressure again just because of these, 2 little turns and whatnot. I think it'll be fine. So, I did try my plan of trying to figure out how long it takes for the methanol to clear the lines before it's pure methanol that's going back into the gas tank, so that I make sure I don't get any gas mixed into the methanol tank. That didn't quite go as planned, so I forgot how much these pumps move, and so I was thinking, oh, I'll just turn the key on and I'll wait until I stop seeing that yellowish gasoline fuel, and then I'll know that I've got methanol going in there. The problem is it was spraying so hard out of the fitting that it was making it look white. I couldn't even tell what color it was. I know the initial portion of it was gas, but it looked the same as I was expecting the methanol to look. So I let it go for a decent amount of time. I'm gonna have to figure out another way to, or just do it for an extended period of time and know that I'm always gonna have a little bit of methanol in my gas tank. And just make sure that I always dilute it, like have that gas tank full all the time, so that we make sure that when I run gas through it, that is way more gas than methanol, so it's doing its job of clearing that methanol out of the system, so that I don't get, angry injectors and things like that. So anyway, I've changed the, or actually I need to make the changes to the calibration, so I'll do that right now, and then we'll go ahead and fire it up. All right, we got a guess in there. I think we're ready to give it a try. Key it on real quick, upload that last bit. Man, I've been keying this thing on and off a lot, and I actually hope it's got enough battery to start. We're gonna find out what cold start on methanol on a low battery feels like. So one of the problems that we're having right now is on pump gas, I'm pretty sure the fuel pressure was all the way up at like 55 or something around there. And then I don't know if it's because there's a bunch of debris in the filter since we started using the new tank. Maybe a bunch of crap got stuck in there. So I need to take a look at the filters. But it might also just be that it's consuming so much more that I've got to turn up the base fuel pressure. So we might still have like an issue with how much that regulator is able to flow, but it might only be presenting itself when it's on pump gas. So I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna check the filters first, and then if those are good, then it's gotta just be the regulator setting.